Well guys, welcome back to the nest. Hope you're all keeping well. Weather's awful out there. Well, it's December, so what can you expect? You'll be glad to hear this is another Disney film, but in the next review it's going to be a live action film finally. That's not by Disney. I know you're all getting kind of tired of these Disney films. To be honest, I am. I know sometimes they can be for kids. Well, even if they are kids films, then. But here's the thing: they used to be quite dark back in the old days. They're very imaginative. Disney worked really hard on them back when he was alive. Today's review is going to be Peter Pan from 1953. I gotta say, I really love to see how I've got two mythical places in a row in these reviews. Like in the last one, it was Alice in Wonderland. Wonderland, obviously, and in Peter Pan's case, Neverland, the place where nobody grows up, where you can be a child forever. I have to say, I kind of enjoyed this one. One of the reasons why is because, it brought back some familiar faces. Like, I found out that the girl who voiced Alice in the last Disney film, it is Wendy. She voiced Wendy as well. And the guy who voiced the White Rabbit, he now voices Mr. Smee. Captain Hook's right hand man. Anyway, it tells the story of these three children with the surname Darling living in London. Their names are Wendy, John and Michael. The thing I don't get with Michael is, why does he have an American accent while the rest of his family have an English accent? Like, he's born in England. Why does he have an American accent? That's what I don't understand. I have no idea. The mother is very caring. However, the father, George, he's just mean. Grow up! It's your last night in the nursery. I can understand why he's modelled the same way as Captain Hook, because he's kind of a parallel, only he kind of redeems himself in the end. Captain Hook does not. It's a bit weird how they've got a dog for a nanny, Well, at least the dog takes special care of them, and it shows that they love the dog enough that they punish them by leaving Nana out the room. At least George does feel sorry for Nana whenever he kicks her out of the house. Peter Pan comes into the Darling's bedroom looking for his shadow. Wonder how you can lose a shadow. Guess whenever it comes to Disney, you don't question anything. And he is accompanied by his pixie friend Tinkerbell. However, she is jealous of Wendy. It could be because she has a large crush on Peter Pan. I know that most of the girls, like Tiger Lily and the mermaids, they all have a crush on Peter Pan. But at the same time, he is kind of an arrogant kid, so he is. Like, he's all full of himself. Like, he's not afraid to say what Tink says about Wendy. How whenever she calls her ugly. I'm just trying to mimic how Tink speaks, because I know the way she doesn't really say anything. She just like, The kids are taken to Neverland. I did find out that in the original draft, Nana was going to join them to Neverland. And that very nearly did happen, but I guess they just decided to scrap it at the last minute. I also found out it was going to have a much darker ending in this movie. I gotta say, this film wasn't dark at all. We come across Captain Hook, and I wonder what kind of pranks Peter Pan pulls in Neverland, because as a childish prank he cut off Captain Hook's left hand, left him with the hook, and he fed it to a crocodile who has had a taste for Captain Hook ever since. He's always pursuing him, but the problem is he swallowed an alarm clock, so now Captain Hook knows whenever he's there, by... I gotta say that the crocodile does have a lot of canine characteristics. I did find out that he's kind of like a parallel to Nana. I don't know why the crocodile doesn't want to eat anyone else. He's only really after Captain Hook. Probably it's because he's never really eaten anyone before. I wouldn't like to be in the crocodile's position, because he's just waiting there all the time. Like, at one point he's like... during the climax of the film. I really enjoyed seeing the Lost Boys hideout. I did find out that the Lost Boys were abandoned from their proms. Like, that's how they ended up in Neverland. I don't know how it works whenever you leave Neverland. You become an adult. Like Peter Pan can travel in between, but maybe if he lands in the real world, he can like stay a kid, but then he'll have birthdays. You know, obviously in Neverland he doesn't have birthdays because he's the boy that never grew up. Um, I really, really enjoyed seeing how the Lost Boys treated John and Michael. You know, they included them into their group. I gotta say, the part I found the funniest was whenever the Indians were kidnapping them, because you know how they were all hiding in the trees and they were like, because they thought they kidnapped Tiger Lily when it was really Captain Hook's doing. Um, Boy, Peter Pan really does love messing with Captain Hook. Um, the thing I really want to know is, I wonder how the voice actress of Wendy and the voice actor of Mr. Smee, I wonder how they felt about working. They probably just said, you know, it's good to be working with you again. Sorry, I thought my dog was starting to get in there. I don't know, but you know, it's always good to do more than one show together. In my opinion, you know, it's good if you get in contact by a director and you'll find out your colleague you worked with before is going to be there with you again. I don't like how Tiger Lily only had one line in the film that she just goes, "Help!" You know. I do feel sorry for Wendy because, you know, she seems to be the more responsible one, but everyone else just seems to pick on her. They don't include her in anything. Like, you know, I think it's just because all the females in Neverland just are jealous. Because I think she likes Peter, and all the females do, of course, but that doesn't give them the right to be horrible to her. Even Tinkerbell's jealous, and as a result, she is banished from Neverland for a week. Because of this, Captain Hook decides to take advantage of that and find out Peter Pan's hideout. However, she's betrayed. You know, Captain Hook never breaks a promise. But he very nearly kills Peter by giving him a time bomb in a box. Luckily, Tinkerbell saw the error of her ways. She rescued Peter, got him out of there. She helped the children. It looks like she actually did warm up to the children eventually. And, you know, fly, Peter, fly. But no, he gave them his word. I like how Peter Pan's not a cheater during fights. You know, I think he decided to stop with the arrogance in the end. You know, he decided to change his ways and change for the better, become a better person. He managed to fend off Captain Hook. However, Mr. Smee and all the other pirates, you know, they managed to get away. I think Mr. Smee really does not want to be bad. You know, he's just taken advantage of. Like, I think he does actually want to confront Captain Hook, but he's just scared to because of Captain Hook's menacing appearance and, you know, his orders. Mr. Smee! I wouldn't want to be in his position. I did love how he was like the funny character throughout the whole movie. After defeating Captain Hook, I'm quite disappointed that the crocodile didn't need him. He's just going to be... Maybe he did. Maybe he eventually caught up with him and then ate him alive. I remember whenever he fell off the sail's mast, I'm like, bye-bye! I just love seeing villains get their comeuppance. Peter Pan decides to bring them back to London. I didn't know the Lost Boys wanted to join them, but they weren't ready to grow up because, as Peter Pan says, if you leave Neverland and you grow up, you can never come back. I really love to see the character growth of George, because he realised that what he was doing was wrong. Maybe he just had so much fun at the office party and he let Nana back in the house, and, you know, he was less strict with Wendy and you let her stay in the nursery. One day at a time, that's what I always say. Just do things at your own pace. At least Wendy was able to prove to her mother and her father that Peter Pan existed. And it turns out George actually saw the ship whenever he was a young boy. So maybe he went to Neverland. That's only a wee theory for me. I don't really know. But if he saw the ship as a boy, you know, it could be a coincidence. Maybe he was the original Captain Hook. You never know. And he just decided that maybe he could be Captain Hook's younger brother. Remains a mystery. Yeah, one day at a time. I guess the moral of this movie is, like, never grow up. That's why I would say, you know, just enjoy doing what you love. Never grow up. You'll regret it in the end. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie, and like I said in the next review, it's going to be a live action one finally, because I do be honest, I'm getting quite bored of watching just Disney at the minute. You know, I do love Disney, I do enjoy reviewing them, but I don't want to just do Disney. I did say at the start of the marathon I was going to start reviewing a lot more movies, live action ones, but I've got the next movie right here. Obviously I'm not telling you what it is yet, but you'll find out tomorrow evening what it is in the review. So thank you guys so much for watching. I did really enjoy watching Peter Pan. I really love how we're in the 1950s at the minute. One of the reasons why is because that's whenever music started to become really, really popular. You know, with all the rock music, you could always hear the guitar. 1950 was the beginning of the new generation of music. You could always hear the electric guitar until, well, I won't say what year yet, but I'll tell you whenever we get to it. But from 1950 until this specific year, music was always fantastic. No matter what genre, in my opinion, you could always hear the electric guitar, but I'll tell you what year that is soon. But thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to the next movie. It's still an old movie, remember, we're still going up by the years. That's just the way I want to do it. Do comment in the comment section what movie you want me to review in the new year that we cover. But until then, I shall see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves and keep on subscribing and showing love for this channel. Bye.